good test, to say the least, for your Red Deer Rebels as the Moose Jaw Warriors is in town. Jaeger had to double clutch that shot. He gave Stoster time to get across. Now the one-timer from Fergus scores. And that number 3 ranked power play comes through to give the Moose Jaw Warriors an early 1-0 lead. For the point from Matejchuk gets deflected wide. Puck into the slot, shot, scores. And the Moose Jaw Warriors take full advantage of that power play gift as Braden Sherman makes it 2-0. Uchez. In from the left point, slowly in the Moose Jaw territory. Into the slot, shot, rips it wide of the net. Kai Uchez looking to keep his 12-game point streak alive, misses the mark on the penalty shot. Point to Hunter Mayo. Puck bounced on him a little bit. Now the Rebels have to be careful as Mayo stumbles. Could be a 3-on-2 for Moose Jaw. Left side pass to McKenzie. Drops it off for Jaeger. Shoots. Scores. Braden Jaeger gives the Moose Jaw Warriors a 3-2 lead. Lakovic up the left wing to the dot pass up front. Scores. Calvert taps that one home into an open net. Warriors lead 4-2. The zone, Matejchuk. Pass deflects over to the right side to Jaeger. Penalty comes to an end. Back to the left side. Atlee Calvert scores. What a shot by Atlee Calvert. And the Moose Jaw Warriors lead 5-2. The Warriors cruise to a 5-2 win over the Red Deer Rebels here this evening.
He steps to center ice, as does Braden Jaeger. Puck down. We are underway from Rogers Place. Next along, working up the board, doesn't get it. Kept in here by Moose Jaw behind the Edmonton Warriors. Go to work centering. Pass right side, shoots and scores. As Martin Rysavvy has the game's opening goal, 5 minutes and 14 seconds into this first period. Pass in front of Burn. Takes the puck off his skates. Now here's Hughes with it with a wrist shot. He scores. Ethan Hughes off the post and in, and the Moose Jaw Warriors have a 2-0 lead. Crafting second rounder over the empty line, gives off Jaeger, right circle pass in front, tip, they score. As Pavel McKenzie driving to the front of the Edmonton net, able to deflect home the pass from Braden Jaeger, and the Moose Jaw Warriors have a 3-0 lead. Getting a piece was Perry. Edmonton can't clear the rebound though, and up high walking in, Matejchuk cross, one-timer scores. Third time the charm for Atlee Calvert as he pumps in a power play goal, and it's 4-1 Moose Jaw. Inside, Jaeger with blue line. Parker back for Jaeger. One-timer scores. Braden Jaeger. A blast from the left wing circle. It's another power play goal for Moose Jaw. They'll stay on the power play with the Pittsburgh Penguins first rounder. That's his 17th of the year. So I'm shaking out the rust.
Last weekend was just what the doctor ordered for the Moose Jaw Warriors as they got a sweep of their 2-game Alberta road trip, which got a sour taste out of the team's mouth from a previous trip at the start of November. The Warriors are now riding a 4-game winning streak coming into tonight. Good evening, I'm Marc Smith, and welcome back into the Hangar in downtown Moose Jaw for another edition of IKS Media Warriors Live. We have a great show on tap for you as the Warriors get set to take on the Red Deer Rebels. This is a rematch of last Friday's game in Red Deer, which the Warriors came out with a 5-2 win on the back of 3 points each from Atlee Calvert and Braden Jaeger. The Warriors followed that up with a 5-1 win in Edmonton over the Oil Kings on Sunday to extend their winning streak to 4 games. Moose Jaw now sits third in the Eastern Conference with a 17-10-0-1 record. The Red Deer Rebels come into tonight after falling 5-2 in Brandon last night to open up a 4-game in 5-night East Division road trip. Red Deer is currently 12-11-0-3 on the season, and they sit 8th in the Eastern Conference. For more on tonight's matchup, let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I caught up with head coach Marc O'Leary. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary ahead of tonight's game against the Red Deer Rebels, a big matchup against the Rebels here tonight. Team that you guys faced on over the weekend in Alberta. What are you expecting out of them in the rematch? I know it was a hard-fought game there in Red Deer.
Yeah, I think more of the same. I think a big part of their identity is their forecheck, and we saw that firsthand. I think they got us on our heels a little bit early on in that game, but we'll be ready for it now. We've seen it. We need our defensemen to be back for pucks in a hurry, and we need our wingers to be a little bit harder on walls. I thought once we did that, we could manage their forecheck a little bit better.
How'd you like the team's response to that physical play from Red Deer in that game?
Well, I think the best part of our response was we didn't wait. Like I said, the first 10 minutes or so, I think we were on our heels a little bit, but I thought we punched back after that and got to our game a little bit, and a little bit more dictating the play than reacting to it.
Were you pleased with how those two games in Alberta, the win over Edmonton as well on Sunday, played out?
For sure. I think we did a good job in between games, I think resetting as well. It was an emotional win, I thought, against Red Deer. Seems every time we play them, it's got that playoff feel to it. It's scrappy, it's hard. But again, it was a good win for us. But we turned the page and refocused for another game against Edmonton.
Lots of different goal scorers over the weekend. How nice is that to see the offense starting to come from all four lines?
Yeah, early on in the season, I thought that was probably our biggest issue, just in terms of finding some consistency with the wins and losses. But I think that'll be important moving forward here, getting offense from different places, and whether it's different lines or even from the back end, I just think that's important, and it'll be a big part of our game here, and it's nice to see that starting to be the case.
Awesome. Well, good luck here tonight against Red Deer.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks to Coach O'Leary for joining us here on the pregame show. We'll hear from him again after tonight's game on our postgame show. Atlee Calvert had 3 goals and 5 points last weekend to extend his point streak to 8 games. We'll hear from the Moose Jaw product next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center. The Warriors and Rebels getting set for a Wednesday showdown here in downtown Moose Jaw. Let's head back down to the Warriors locker room where I had a chance to speak with Warriors 20-year-old forward Atlee Calvert. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors forward Atlee Calvert ahead of Tuesday's matchup with the Red Deer Rebels. Let's go back to last weekend. A win over Red Deer and a win over Edmonton on the road. How nice was it for the team to pick up those 2 wins?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge for us. I think we wanted to get a little bit of a roll going here, and I think we're starting to play the same way every night, which you strive for consistency in this league, so it's good.
Yeah, 4 straight wins for the team. Seems like a lot of offense coming from throughout the lineup as well. How do you feel that's helping the team?
Yeah, I think it's a big boost. I mean, the 4th line chipped in a huge goal against Edmonton, right? And it's little things like that gives the team a boost throughout the year, and it's always nice when every line is contributing.
For yourself, riding a pretty long point streak, how do you feel things are going for you? Do you feel like you're starting to get into a groove out there?
I think it just comes down to compete. I think as long as I'm competing in both ends of the rink, I think the points and all that jazz will take care of itself. And I mean, we got 4 big wins in a row here, so we're looking for 3 more here this week.
Red Deer coming into Moose Jaw now for a rematch. What's going to be the key against them? It was a hard physical game there in Red Deer.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you play Red Deer, they're going to be hard and physical, but as long as we match their energy, I think we'll be more than fine.
Awesome. Well, good luck against the Rebels.
Thanks.
Thanks to Atlee Calvert for joining us here on the pregame show. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and we'll start with the Moose Jaw Warriors, who will have 18-year-old netminder Jackson Hangar back between the pipes. Jackson, 24 games this season. He 14-9-0-1 record with a .305 goals against average and a .916 save percentage. He was the WHL goaltender of the week after making 2 starts, 2 wins with a shutout and allowing only 2 goals on 64 shots throughout those 2 games last week. So WHL goaltender of the week between the pipes for the Warriors. On the back end for Moose Jaw, Denton Matejchuk just named to Canada's World Junior Selection Camp roster. He will start with Caleb Parker, the 2 19-year-olds. Denton riding a 21-game point streak with 6 goals, 33 points this season. Parker has a goal and 14 points on the year. Up front, 2 more players that were named to Canada's World Junior Selection Camp. Braden Yeager centering the line with 17 goals, 39 points this season. On his right wing, Jagger Furcus, 24 goals and 49 points on the year. Both those are 3rd in the Western Hockey League. Pavel McKenzie riding along with those 2. He's been playing very well as of late. 5 goals, 14 points so far this season for the 18-year-old rookie. Moving over to the Red Deer Rebels, they will turn to Chase Woodsky in between the pipes. He's in 7 appearances this season. He has a 3-2-0-1 record with a .321 goals against average and an .890 save percentage. On the back end, it will be Hunter Mayo with 2 goals, 6 points on the year. He's paired with Mats Lindgren with 3 goals, 18 points. Up front, Ollie Josephson with 3 goals, 18 points, centers the line. On his left wing will be Carson Burney, 4 goals, 9 points on the year. And Talon Bridgley with 8 goals and 11 points for the 18-year-old from Sylvan Lake, Alberta, on the right wing for the Rebels here to start in this one tonight. Should be a hard physical game between these 2 teams. That was the case on Friday when the Warriors came out with the 5-2 win in Red Deer. I imagine Red Deer will have a ton of pushback after that loss and losing in Brandon last night to kick off their road trip. So should be a great game here in downtown Moose Jaw. If you want to catch all the game action, head over to Country 100 and WHL Live, where you can hear Voice of the Warriors, James Gallo, and Warriors and Legends Hall of Famer Derek Klutzel with the call here tonight. If you do want to check in the post-game show, if you're listening to this pregame show or watching this pregame show on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, head over to those social media channels. After tonight's game, we'll have full reaction from the locker room and more as we recap the night with the post-game show after tonight's game. But pre-game ceremonies are getting underway at ice level. Let's head down there now for the start of tonight's game between the Warriors and the Rebels.
Saskatchewan AAA U18 hockey. Winmar Warriors are off tonight. Back in action on Friday when they host Estevan. SJHL's got 3 games, Weyburn and Nipawin, Flin Flon, LaRange, Estevan, and Melfort. In the NHL, 4 games, just 1 Canadian team. That's the Oilers at home to battle the Carolina Hurricanes. They're in tough for the Oilers, but playing really good hockey as of late. In other action right now, the Panthers lead the Stars 2-1 going into the second. The Lightning have a 1-0 lead on Pittsburgh in the first intermission. Yet to start Vegas in St. Louis. In the NBA, the Toronto Raptors on home court against the Miami Heat and trailing 22-17. That's late first quarter of play. That's the scoreboard. And we should also mention, no updates yet on Shohei Ohtani. Has not signed with the Dodgers or the Blue Jays. What do you think is going to happen with that one, their partner?
I'm a bit of a pessimist there. I'd love him to sign with Toronto, but I think it's all show for Toronto, and he's using them for leverage.
You know me, big baseball fan, big Blue Jays fan. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, would love it. Oh, would love it.
It would reinvigorate, I think, the Toronto Blue Jays coast to coast, but when you're trying to match dollars with the Dodgers.
That's big boy dollars there.
But don't kid yourself. You know what? I was watching MLB Network the other day. They said the Jays have the money. They've got the team. They make complete sense for Ohtani. And they said the money's scary. Like, I don't think any man is worth over $500 million on his contract. But they say for the Jays, right, the extra ticket sales, the extra merchandise, and the expected Japanese TV deal that you would get really offsets a lot. And that $55-60 million, right? I mean, it drops down a little bit. $50 to $60 or $50 to $60 million a year drops down quite a bit, and the coast to coast interest would just be amazing.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be great. But I'm like Derek. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Warriors and Rebels are on the ice. We're getting ready to go here tonight. Wednesday action, 2 Eastern Conference teams. Warriors coming off the Sunday win in Edmonton, while the Rebels coming off the 5-2 loss last night in Brandon. Warriors beat the Rebels 5-2 last Friday in Red Deer, a game where I thought Moose Jaw started slow. They got a power play about the 6-7 minute mark, and after that's where they started to take control, got better and better as the game went on, to the point where in the third, really controlling the pace of play. But it's tough against this Red Deer Rebel team who, you know, we talk about Lind and Latimer being out, but they still have Caillou Chaz, they still have Ollie Josephson, they still have Jet Larson, they still have Franisat Formatic. They still got some weapons at their disposal.
Oh, without a doubt. Don't sleep on this team at all just because they're missing a couple guys. And let's be honest, they're key guys. But they just play that Rebels hockey. That's just what you're going to get. You're going to see a hard-working team all night long.
That's what I said last Friday. Brent Sutter maybe not on the bench anymore, but it's still Sutter hockey in Red Deer, right? I mean, big, physical, you know.
Jaeger and Furcus are going to know what it's like to have a pickpocketer in their back pocket all night long.
All night long. You want a guy that checks hard? Watch Franisat Formatic. Import for the Red Deer Rebels. He plays a hard game. It's a game that I think the Rebel fans really appreciate. Let's join public address announcer Cole Belfay.
Soto, Dakota, Lakota peoples, and homeland to the Métis Nation. We now ask that you please rise if you are able and join Sarah Kittler in the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patron love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's a Wednesday Eastern Conference clash in the Hangar. It's the Warriors, it's the Rebels. It is live on Country 100. James Gallo, Derek Klutzel, the Golden West trailer and equipment broadcast booth. Gavin Cook is back at the studios. The Warriors in their home whites with the red and black trim, led by Jackson Unger, moving right to left on your radio dial. The Red Deer Rebels in their third jerseys here tonight. It's kind of the red/maroonish looking jersey with the silver and black trim, led by Chase Woodsky. They will move left to right on the radio dial. DDK Pet referees are Adam Blosky and Adam Forbes. DDK Pets, when you want the very best for your pet, visit DDK Pets, corner of 4th and High Street West. Jaeger, Furcus, McKenzie, Matejchuk, and Parker to begin for the Warriors. Josephson, Bernie, and Brigley for the Rebels. Let's see if Moose Jaw can set a tone early on in the hockey game. Derek, you think that's important?
Yeah, you know that they're at their best when they can get off to a good start, get that puck in deep right away.
Puck's dropped. We're underway live from the Moose Jaw Event Center in downtown Moose Jaw. Warriors win the draw. They'll come in on the near left wing. Furcus checked on the wall by Josephson. Puck comes deep near left corner. McKenzie grinding away, joined by Furcus. Moving up left point, Matejchuk will swing it around. Rolling puck right corner, Jaeger there first. Taps it behind the net, puck rolling back to the near side wall. Furcus on the forecheck, pressuring the Rebels as they come below their goal line. D2D and Lindgren will stick handle out, moving it up ahead. Ollie Josephson will bring it in on the far left wing. That shot blocked by Caleb Parker. Loose puck for Denton Matejchuk. Moving in the neutral zone. Warriors not clean. Formatic turned it over at the Warrior blue line. Jaeger turns up and he'll backhand it towards the Red Deer net. Blocker to the near left corner. Making changes as McIntosh, Rysavy, and Calver come out on the ice. Red Deer takes an icing call 53 seconds into the hockey game. And the Warriors end up with an offensive zone draw.
Well, the Warriors do a good job. Get that puck down deep. They didn't get much sustained pressure on a shot on net, but you know they got that positive vibes going forward. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this line while they were on the road.
You know, this is the depth part, right? I mean, Calvert and Rysavy are kind of the pairing. Dakota McIntosh, I think, looks more comfortable on this line. It's three big bodies that have the ability to crash and play hard as Red Deer swings it down onto Unger, so no icing. Atlee Calvert coming into tonight on an 8-game point streak. Martin Rysavy's found success as of late. Warriors, though, turn the puck over inside their zone. Red Deer can't drive the net. The Warriors off their wall. Calvert comes up in the near left wing across the Red Deer line. Skating near left goal line. Tipped off his blade. Back to left boards. Calvert left circle. Rysavy skating behind the net. Into the right corner. Up to the blue line. Ness to Brenton. He'll work it low. McIntosh chops it right corner. Picked up by Red Deer. They'll move it out. Kai Uchaz in the